The Mankato Area Public Schools referendum on this year's ballot receives a full endorsement from Greater Mankato Growth leaders. The two-question referendum is asking voters to approve $105 million for multiple projects and an additional $15 million for outdoor football stadium improvements should the first question pass. Greater Mankato Growth's Board of Directors announced its support this morning. The board says the endorsement was unanimously affirmed in a vote following a presentation from MAP staff and school board members. GMG adds that the annual tax impact for both bond questions would be an estimated $151 per year for a home valued at $250,000, which is the estimated value of a home within district boundaries.